Knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. The unexamined life is not worth living. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. The greatest discovery in life is self-discovery. Until you find yourself, you will always be someone else. Become yourself. What you are is what you have been. What you'll be is what you do now. Don't go through life, grow through life. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The most important thing is to be true to yourself. The second most important thing is to know what to do with that truth. Self-awareness is the key to self-mastery. The only journey is the one within. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. The only way to deal with this life meaningfully is to find one's passion, one's calling, and live it fully. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. When you know yourself, you are empowered. When you accept yourself, you are invincible. To find yourself, think for yourself. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. As soon as anyone starts telling you to be yourself, you look at them and say, "What do you mean by that? I've been myself all my life." If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. You are enough, just as you are. The more I know myself, the less I feel I need to explain myself. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. The most beautiful thing you can be is yourself. Stop waiting for someone to tell you who you are. You've been criticizing yourself for years, and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to yourself. The more you know yourself, the more clarity you will have in your life. Self-knowledge is the beginning of all wisdom. Become who you are. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Self-love is the source of all other loves. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Becoming is better than being. Knowing yourself is the beginning of wisdom, and self-awareness is the path to personal growth. Self-knowledge is the foundation of wisdom. Who are you to judge the life I live? I know I'm not perfect, and I don't live to be. But before you start pointing fingers, make sure your hands are clean. Don't wait for others to tell you who you are. You are your own definition. We are what we believe we are. Happiness depends upon ourselves. You don't have to be anyone else. You are enough just as you are. The most difficult thing in life is to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. Your life is your message to the world. Make it inspiring. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Be true to yourself, and you will find your true path. Your work is to discover your world, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Be yourself, but always be your better self. Your job is to discover the world, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. In the midst of chaos, you will find your truth. The world may try to tell you who you should be, but only you hold the power to define who you are. Remember, The journey to finding yourself is not a destination, but a continuous process of rediscovery. Every experience you encounter, every challenge you face, is shaping the person you are meant to become. Trust yourself, trust the journey, and trust that you are enough just as you are. Self-discovery begins when you pause and ask yourself, who am I really? Beyond the roles you play, beyond the masks you wear, what remains? Take time to listen to the whispers of your soul. Reflect on your past, not with regret, but with understanding. It's through looking inward that you unlock the true potential within yourself. The greatest courage is the courage to face yourself. Many people spend their entire lives running from their true identity, hiding behind distractions and fears. But when you face your true self with love and acceptance, you free yourself from the chains that hold you back. Yes, it's challenging, but it's in those challenges that you find your strength. You don't need someone else to tell you who you are. You are your own hero, your own guide. The moment you realize that the answers to all your questions are already within you, you begin to take full responsibility for your life. You hold the pen and you write your own story. Be brave enough to write the story of your true self. Your past does not determine your future unless you let it. The person you were yesterday is not the person you must be today. You have the power to evolve, break free from the limitations of your past, and step into the greatness of who you are becoming. Your story is still being written. Don't let anyone else hold the pen. The power you seek is not somewhere out there in the world, it lies within you. It has always been there, waiting to be recognized. The moment you stop seeking approval and validation from others is the moment you begin to embrace your true power. You are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe.